dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated and love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary, the start of war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said
only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead. It was written in the children's story. Their life's up, so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm, have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tips. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog, to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, friend protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, friend protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I been gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome since 96. You were shook when Reeves and all the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for my. Strictly for my. Survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm in deep cover earth. Skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right there's on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? They're warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This. On that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork.
Renegade.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready. Match up between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down. That was close to a big play and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Detroit!
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Bruce Irvin able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Bryant has it. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Going for the deep ball. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Paul Richardson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Graves. Open man right side is Ingram. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On third down, Graves. And incomplete here on third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
That's taken on the 25. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Saunders. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 38.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
To throw on 3rd down, Graves. And he'll be hit as he releases it complete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back 99, here we go. Look at 56. All right, now look at 56.
Now Jackson to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
All right, now look at 56. Watch it now, Barney, 56.
From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Saunders. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Jackson will throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Saunders. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit on meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Detroit! Gone! Over!
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Watch it now, Barney!
Again, Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Saunders. And down inside the 15 he goes. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing is Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Martavis Bryant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw on second down. Graves got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the gun, Graves. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Ohio! Ohio! Everyone come forward. Go down. Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On third down, Graves. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Back to throw. Graves. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw on third down, Graves. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Operating from the gun, Graves. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And that'll bring up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Toss play, McKinnon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And the Saints signal for another timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to throw. Graves. And he is in. run. Touchdown, Chicago. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Detroit! Over! Watching that, Barney!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Detroit! Watching that, Barney! Detroit!
Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Saunders. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They go play action with Jackson, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Butker is good. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the gun on third down, Graves. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round!
On first and 10, Graves And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Graves. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Saints. 56 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. Trying to improvise. He may try and run for, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lamar Jackson with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And his kick is good. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here again is McKinnon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Graves, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
They're going to try and throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out in your midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney! Gun!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney!
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Gun! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Martavis Bryant with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing on 1st down. Graves caught by Nelson left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's go! Brad 38! Flex round!
Back to throw. Graves lets it go for Nelson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! J.J. Nelson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears get a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Now a toss going left. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter. Martavis Bryant. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Martavis Bryant, 75 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Flex round. Ohio. Flex round.
On first down, Graves. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On third down, Graves over the middle. He's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Robert Kindici in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. A lone second remains now in this third quarter. Now Jackson on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch it. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Detroit! 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 Now, Barney! Barney! Over!
Now Jackson on second down. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw left side complete. That's Saunders. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints just continue to roll. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Graves. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man. Complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, half looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 40 yards. Operating from the gun. Graves. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
To throw on 2nd down. Graves. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that will get him one closer. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop him? Can someone make a play?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Paul Richardson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints are pouring it on. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Graves. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Graves. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. To throw on 3rd down, Graves. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got a man. It's Williams. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Looking to throw. Graves. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right.
And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd and long. Graves. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. And that one results in 35 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Now he steps away, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Jackson now off the bootleg and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Butker now to add the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. What do you do in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and they're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Play action. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there.